Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kara and this is Luna. So normally I film from my actual filming room in the basement, but I figured we'd just do sort of low key today. Also, she's adorable, so there's that. I am actually about to do some physiotherapy exercises, so I'm just situated on the floor of my bedroom. But I wanted to just kind of give you guys a bit of an update, tell you what's been going on, challenges, successes, all that kind of stuff. Okay, the claws have to come off my shoulder though, honey. There we go. She's such a potato. I shared the story on my primary channel like ages ago about getting her, and I'll fill you guys in because basically, after I had gastric bypass surgery, I started doing a lot of walking. And one day I went to a conservation area near our place and I was walking in the woods and I came across a gentleman who was dressed up like a wizard all alone in the middle of the woods. And very disconcerting. Terrifying, actually, until I eventually figured out that he was just part of some role-playing thing. They were staging some sort of epic battle. I'm not entirely sure what was going on. But regardless, running into a wizard in the middle of the woods was enough to make my soul leave my body. So I went home and told my husband, we're getting a dog. I need some protection when I'm out on the trails. I'm getting a dog. So thus began our search. We went to various different rescue areas and shelters. And then I found her. So she was actually, I think it's about an hour away. She's totally, do you see this? She's totally kicking the back of my head. Anyway, she's about an hour away from where we live, but I saw pictures of her and I was just like, she is so precious looking. And she'd been quilled by a porcupine. So even the picture where she has all these quills coming out of her face, she still looked like she was happy and smiling. I emailed them. I said, we have a cat, or we had two cats at that point. We have two cats. We've got two kids. Is she good with those, with cats and kids? They said, yes, she's a big sweetheart. She has separation anxiety, but she is just such a sweet girl. So I drove out and I met her and I fell in love with her and she is incredible. She has zero guarding instinct whatsoever. She doesn't bark. She doesn't you can see she's got she's sort of like a lab beagle mix. So she's got the beagle in her. She doesn't do any the beagle braying, none of that. She is just a potato with fur, but she is the sweetest girl. So she likes to go on the trails with me when we go for long walks, right? Do you like going for walks? She hates going for runs. She will not run with me. She hates when the weather is anything more than 10 degrees Celsius. She just acts well, frankly, like I do when it's about 30 degrees Celsius. So anyways, that is the story of Luna. I don't know. I just got myself completely distracted, but regardless, let's just power through. I mentioned running. I can't do it at this point. I have been working with a physiotherapist. If you don't recall, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm experiencing a lot of hip pain when I'm running. And at first I thought I had torn something or just created some sort of terrible injury. In working with the physiotherapist, he thinks that it's more to do with my lower back, that there's some sort of mechanical issue going on. So he's given me some exercises to work on and I've been doing that. It's helping. But he said it's a long-term thing. It's not going to be an instant fix. And that is very much true because it is not an instant fix. And he did say that I could continue running, but that I really had to sort of listen to my body. And when it gets to a certain pain threshold, back off of it. The last time I ran was, if not 3, then 4 days ago. I think it was about 4 days ago at this point. And I am still hobbling around today. The recovery time previously had been about 2 days. And now it's just taking longer and longer and longer to recover from it to the point where I feel like I can run again. So I don't know what to do with that. I genuinely don't. I really was getting so close. I was on week 7 of the 8-week 5K app. So doing 20-minute intervals, I was right there. And it is so painful. And it's so painful for so long that I just can't keep doing it because I cannot. Going up and down stairs is horrible. Walking even, I'm hobbling around and I just need to give it the time for these exercises to really take hold and work. And so I don't think I'm going to be doing the 5K race that I'd signed up for July 9th. It's just, there's too much training involved in it. Plus, a lot of that is uphill because it's in the mountains. And so uphill has different mechanics, and it just puts that much more strain on my hip. So I need to just sort of back off of that. But what I do have my sights on now is doing what they call like a try, like a just very, very miniature version of a triathlon. So there is some running in that, but the run is only 2.5 kilometers. And that's shorter than the distance that I'm running now. So in terms of training for it, I don't have to do a lot of like quote unquote long runs. Not that you do like a long run per se for a 5K, but you get the idea. Like I don't have to run for 20, 25 minutes. I can keep it a lot shorter. And I feel like I don't have to do as frequent of running in order to maintain that level of fitness, I guess. So triathlon obviously involves 2 other sports, swimming and biking. I haven't bought a bike yet. Just, it's not in the budget for this month, but next month I'm looking to buy a bike. Nothing fancy. Like there are triathlon bikes. You could spend $15,000 on a bike, literally, if you wanted to. Hell no. I just need something that has wheels and can move. So that's sort of the level at which I'm approaching this. I'm not out there to win. I'm out there to prove something to myself and just give me goals to work on. So I want to buy a bike next month. I did buy a swim cap and goggles. I found a swimsuit that I had from ages ago because I just wanted like a functional one piece. Tried it on. It now fits. It hasn't fit me in years, but it does now, and that's fantastic. So it's nothing fancy, but I'm going to start swimming, and I've been doing like a ton of research on it. I'm that nerd that I just need to know as much as I can about something. And once that interest is sparked, I'm all in. Don't always stay all in, but at least at the beginning, I go hard. So I've been watching a lot of videos on like basic swimming drills and things of that sort. So I'm going to start swimming this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. The only concern I have is that this shoulder bothers me as well. Welcome to being in your 40s. Stuff just starts falling apart. It's really fun. I think I've injured my arm just from the way I sleep. It's annoying. So like lifting it up like this is fine, but it's like this kind of like the lateral movement, just, there's something in there. Any sort of twisting motion, that really hurts it as well. So I am just a bag of complaints, but I've got goals and I want to work on them. I have been focusing more on nutrition and things of that sort because I'm not able to do as much of the physical side of things. I mean, I still go on walks and whatnot, and I take her. You would like to go for a walk today, wouldn't you? Yeah. You love going for walks, don't you? Yes, you do. Which do you like better, walks or car rides? Oh, she's going to start whining. Oh, she's so sweet. Anyways, so I've been focusing more on nutrition, trying to do a lot more meal prep and things of that sort so that there's always like healthier options already prepared and just makes it so much easier. And it is reflecting on the scale. So I will insert a picture of my most recent weigh-in. And I'm quite happy to see that that scale has gone down. I don't even remember the total number, 3 and something pounds since I first started like refocusing on it, I guess. But at the same time, I'm also just not super focused on the numbers on the scale. I'm much more concerned with how long can I run for if I wasn't injured. And now with swimming, I have new goals to work on. And that's really where I want to focus, is just like becoming more active and really focusing on not becoming like a super fast swimmer or anything like that, but really just pushing myself and seeing improvement in myself, comparing my today self to my yesterday self, if that makes sense. Like rather than compare myself to somebody else, I want to just keep continually improving myself. So that's the plan. Other than that, I don't really have much else right now. Did I share on this channel? I can't remember. I know I've talked about it in a video on my other channel, but on this one, let's just put it out there. I have now got my surgery rescheduled. So if you were following really early in the year or on my other channel, I, in February, was supposed to undergo excess skin removal and a breast reduction, but because of the COVID cases here in my area, they had to basically reschedule all elective surgeries. So I now have a new date and it's in September. So I'm very, very excited about it. I am very nervous about the recovery side of it and the pain involved, but it's a price to pay. It's the price to pay. And I think the benefit of just having less weight carried around on my chest, having this excess skin removal done, I'll do a whole video on that at some point, but I'm just so very looking forward to that. I think it's only going to help with the fitness side of things as well. And I'm so excited. Like, if I could do it today, I would. I'm so excited. Oh, somebody's less excited. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't have any other major updates going on. I just wanted to let you know, I like doing these update videos. I find it really sort of just chill, just doing it here. No makeup. It's just, it is what it is. A little bit of frizzy hair. What can you do? It's life. I like this, but I have in the works another video just basically talking about the whole idea of eat less, move more, and how that's often like the default weight loss recommendation that you get over and over and over again. And while it does make an awful lot of sense on paper, absolutely, and I mean the dynamics of calories, I mean, if you are expending more than you're taking in, obviously that's going to result in weight loss, but I just kind of want to put that into the context in particular of obese people, because there are some physiological changes, hormonal changes. There's a lot that goes on within the body that makes that idea of just eating less and moving more a lot more difficult and a lot less practical for people who are carrying an excessive amount of weight. So I'm going to be putting that together. I'm still doing some research. I've been reading like academic articles, and of course I come across words in that I then have to look up, and I fall down like a little rabbit hole over there. So it's a work in progress, but I definitely want to do it. I'm still, if you go to my community tab, you'll see it. I'm still pissy. She's such a mood. Anyways, I'm still pissy about that person who left a comment basically saying that I was, what was the word he used? Gaslighting? I think he said I was gaslighting him into trying to believe that there is a science around obesity or a science around weight loss. So it's now become my personal mission to prove him wrong. Not that he watches my videos, I imagine. I think he just stumbled upon that one and felt the need to tell me how wrong I am. But regardless, it's stuck in my craw, and here I am like a month later still being like, you're wrong. So anyways, I am going to put that together, and I will do that at some point. I'm also going to be doing some more like meal ideas and things of that sort. Honestly, I keep thinking that I'm going to do some videos on just like the weekly meal preps that I do, or just, I don't even know that it's meal preps, but like food prep. And then I just do it. And I feel like it would be horrifically boring to watch me like cut celery. But if you guys are interested in just like the things that I prep in order to make my life easier and that of my family easier throughout the week, I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. I don't know what's interesting to anybody else. I know what I find interesting, and I'm just like a nosy Nelly, so I love watching like grocery hauls and seeing what other people are eating. I get some like great ideas from that. I watched somebody who bought those like little mini sweet peppers, and I always thought that they were spicy, and she said they weren't, so I bought them, and everybody except my daughter in my household loves those, so we always have a bag of them. So I just like watching other people's like grocery videos so that I can get ideas for myself. But let me know if that's interesting for you as well. But other than that, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Short and sweet today. Not much to talk about. I've just been hobbling and doing physio. So that's taken up the majority of my, well, not the majority of my time, but that's basically been where I'm at in terms of my pursuit for fitness, is that it's just been frustrated by my own body, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So that is it. If you want her to be a permanent feature, let me know, because she's adorable and she's always happy to just hang out with me. So that is it. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to wrap it up here. Feel free in the comments, let me know what some of your struggles have been, what some of your successes have been, all that good stuff. But I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.